Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Take two. Teresa here with the critters. It is October 22nd, 2021, Friday afternoon. Now it's at 1:51 p.m. It is 75 degrees out. I don't know what the low is. We're supposed to, maybe there's a small percentage chance we'll get some rain. The humidity is at 64%. The wind is at 8 miles per hour. Can you tell I've done this just bam? So, anyway, kind of warm in here. Hang on just a second. I think I need to, well, I'll wait till I finish. I need to hook up a fan because it's a little warm in here. But anyway, I'm on day 7 of being home alone. No vehicle. Yes, people. Yes. I'm handling it. I've only broke down and cried one time, and that was last night on the phone with Brad because the leg is acting up. The leg was so much better. I was feeling so good. And now it's back to trying to be infected. So I have a wound care appointment anyway Tuesday, so I will handle it there. I will handle it then because that's what I'm gonna have to do. Um, Besides that, everything's been going pretty well. Um, a friend of mine was gonna stop by yesterday and have some lunch and stuff, but my dogs were not having it. So that was not possible because my dog just were not going to have anybody in the house. They are in a super high protective mode right now because Brad's gone. So the big dogs are super protective then. And it's been enough days now that they're really, So I mean, it's good to know nobody's ever breaking in here unless, they'd have to try and, unless they had a gun, I'm pretty well set because the dogs are not having it. Excuse me, I always got an itchy spot right there all the time. Um, I wanted to show you guys, before I get yakking too much, a few things that I really like. And I thought maybe some of you guys might like it too. I picked these up. I did a small order Monday with Aldi's Instacart. And well, it was $100 and some dollars, but geez, prices of everything have risen up so much that but they had Special K on sale, which I really like. But they had, I always love it in the fall time because they have the different kinds, and this one is the cinnamon and pecans, and this is really good, you guys. It is really good. I probably maybe one of my new favorite cereals. I don't normally eat cereal. Once in a great while, I had this for breakfast. But this was really good. This is kind of a treat. This kind of, for me, takes place of cinnamon rolls that I can't have. Think about it that way. So I really, really like that. So and I know last year, well, it was probably springtime actually. They had the big boxes of Special K on an end cap there at Walmart, and they had the pumpkin spice, and that was very good too. Um, I talk about the sugar-free syrups all the time that I like to add, and my one of my favorite, and it's cheaper than I don't know, I can't remember what the big name is of the syrups, the coffee syrups and stuff. But this is Skitty syrups, so they're all sugar-free and 0 calories. And so I've been buying trio packs like this, and this is like salted caramel, and they're like around $14, right? Well, I'm checking on Amazon, and I found some of the big bottles. Because let's see, this is a 12.7 ounce bottle, and oh, I'm moving around. There I am. And this is a 25.4 ounce bottle, or 750 milliliters, and it is of the vanilla. And Then this one I got is the caramel, sugar-free, calorie-free, um, same size bottle, um, for under $5, free shipping. You can't beat that. I like to add this stuff to my coffee, to my iced tea. I add it to my sugar-free pop because I got a sweet tooth, a big time sweet tooth, and so that can be hard when you're diabetic. So I like years ago when we lived in Wyoming, we used to go to Loaf and Jug, the convenience store, all the time, and they had what they would call flavor boosters, and they'd have like different. You could add vanilla, or you could add, lemon, or different things like that, blueberry, cherry. And so I used to always add the vanilla. I kind of got addicted to that, and so I like to add a little bit of this to my pop when I drink it. I've added it to things I'm baking. Say I want something to have more of a caramel taste. So I'll add some caramel, some sugar-free caramel to it, which is great. You can put it on ice cream. They make it in all different flavors. So if you like the fruit flavors, you can get that. But I'm not, none of these companies are paid sponsor. But they want to cook skinny syrup. I really love your stuff. So check on Amazon is where I found the cheapest prices for these. And it depends on the flavor and it depends on the time of year. I mean, yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I just got those in today, but that's quite a big difference in size, you know. And yeah, I will. And it takes me a long time to go through a big bottle, so that makes your life a little happier. If you have a sweet tooth like I do and you're a diabetic, or maybe you're just watching the sugar you consume, and I don't know what's in it for ingredients. I never pay attention. Let's see. Old eyes. Water, caramel color, cellulose, gum, sucrose loose, uh, lactic acid, potassium, sodium. So, yeah, I don't know. They're made in Clearwater, Florida. I did not know that. Gluten free. It says you can add, yeah, I've added it to yogurt. Because it says you can add to coffee, lattes, cappuccinos, yogurt, or oatmeal, protein shakes. I've done that too. Baking or desserts. And I have added it to my yogurt before. Because you can, take a plain yogurt and add whatever you want to it. And then, flavor it up some. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. What have I been doing? A lot of cleaning, sorting. I redid the laundry room, and been working some in the kitchen. Today I need to do dishes and stuff. I want to go and back and do some. I have not done any crafting. I thought I was going to be doing so much crafting, and I ended up not doing any yet. So I would like to take today and work on finishing doing grandma in the diamond painting, and I'd like to do some painting. Because tomorrow I want to give the house a good once over because Brad will be home Sunday sometime, so that'll be good. Like I said, him and his brother and his sister-in-law are going to Sedona today. In fact, they were just leaving. And they got back yesterday, late afternoon, from, he was in Lone Pine. That whole thing went so well. Could not have gone better. Brad got a lot of closure. Brad feels like he belongs somewhere. And it's a real bond between him and his dad and his brother. Uh, you know, they got to have a chance. They call his dad senior because his brother is junior. I mean, they have the same name. So, and it happens to be Brad's middle name. But Brad and his brother and Caesar wanted to go with him. We're going to do some off-roading, some four-wheeling, and wanted to show Brad some different things. And uh, they had a blast. They had a blast. And, you know, his dad hugged him and said, "I love you, son." And Brad said, "I love you, Dad." And Caesar just kind of took a step back and stuff, and he was very, very happy. So, you know, I'm really, really happy for Brad that he got a chance to do that. But he does owe me big time because he's been on vacation and I've been here mucking out the stalls. You guys know what I mean. No, I mean, and I know he will. It's been hard. It's been hard. I will admit it. It's been hard doing everything, and it's because I started feeling really good, and then I think I overdid it. And so I'm supposed to be keeping this leg elevated a lot, and I did. You cannot keep it elevated if you're cleaning and doing laundry and doing dishes and cooking and stuff. So, but you know, I did what I had to do, and I'm not sorry for that. And they're coming to the end of it, which is good. We're going to be making a lot of changes in the house and stuff because we can do a lot better. And I think Brad is now realizing just how depressed he's been for how long. And it's really taken a toll on the marriage. And, you know, it's never easy when your spouse is depressed. I know that. I've, you know, it hasn't been easy on Brad going through the years of my depression. So, you know, we're going to make some changes and see how it goes. And he said, you know, if his depression doesn't get better and stuff, he is going to start getting some more help for it. So that's good. That's good. You know, he's feeling okay. He's kind of sore and stuff, you know, but he's doing okay. I think having something to, so you're not sitting there thinking about the pain as much is really a good thing. What else was I going to tell you? Haven't been cooking a whole lot because it's just me. I did cook oven fried chicken one day. When I did that Aldi's order, I ordered some asparagus. I love their fresh asparagus. And I also you know, I went ahead and got a thing of mashed potatoes. Yes, I could do my own mashed potatoes. I just, you know, it's just kind of nice to have something convenient. But I did oven fried chicken, and I'm going to have to freeze the rest of it. I'm tired of eating on it every day. And then I bought a small package of cube steaks. They weren't that expensive. They were like under $4 for 4 of them. I ate 2 of them the first night with some potatoes and asparagus. And then I used the other last night. I made steak fajitas, and I only used half of that. So I'll either have that tonight, either tonight or later this afternoon. And I had also done with a couple pieces of chicken. I had done a box mix of noodles. I love the Parmesan noodles by Rice Roti. It's a noodle mix. I don't usually do it very often because it's got a lot of sodium in it and it's not the healthiest in the world. But I cut a couple pieces of chicken, threw it in there as it was cooking, and I could only eat half of that, so I'll be eating that for one meal today. So the meals are taken care of. Need to freeze that chicken because I'm tired of eating on it. And dogs are doing okay. His dog is really moping hard. She's really having a hard time. It was okay until about day 4. Then Dad's still not home, and you know she got real mopey and stuff, and so I've been having to give her extra loving and stuff. But he's gonna have to beg and do a lot of tease and everything else when he gets home because these guys are not happy. The older dogs are, you know, of course we've had them longer. We've just had Jelly for 4 months and 3 days now. But you know, they're really missing him. And, you know, I am too. Uh, Jellybean's doing great. She does wear a diaper most of the time now. And I think if anything, she kind of prefers it because she doesn't get in trouble then. She doesn't like to get in trouble at all. And so we're still working on it. But if that's the worst thing, if I got to diaper this animal for the rest of her life, so be it. Every morning she gets a bath, or half a bath, the rear end bath. I put her in the bathtub. She's used to it now. I spray her down there, and then, I shampoo the bottom area all up, and she'll lift one leg up at a time as I'm rinsing her. And then she goes and she runs through the house, and she's, being all silly and scooting on her face on stuff, and she's a happy dog. So she still likes to go outside, even though she's in a diaper. She don't care. She has no shame. So I've still been working on hats. I'm almost have another hat done. Um, I watched, gosh, it's on Netflix. Falling from Grace or something like that. Man, that was a good movie, you guys. That was a really good movie. It's one of them ones that surprises you at the end. So if you get a chance, watch that. I'd have to look it up. Let me look it up real quick for you guys, because I hate it when somebody tells me about a movie and then they don't, you know, they don't give me more info than that, and I'm like, wait, I have to do this. I don't usually I don't usually watch Netflix on my phone. There we go. Oh, because I think it's under, yeah, I think it's under Brad's email. You know how you can't remember how you did stuff, and it's like, really? Oh, see, now it's not gonna let me do that. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it on here or not. I can't remember the password. Can you guys believe that? Let's see. There's Netflix. See, I just want to give you guys a title to that. It was very good. I've been watching that series Imposters too. Now I like the first season of it, but I'm not too sure about the second season. I also been watching 60 Days In, which I enjoy, but a few of those um, can can be enough. Let me see. Come on, do the movies. Oh, no, I don't want to. Come on. Let's see. Come on. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I would be better prepared for this. Huh, let's see. I just have to look it up. I know, how boring, right? Let's see what it brings up. A Fall from Grace. That's what it's called. A Fall from Grace. So, it was very, very good. You know, it was one of those movies I had started watching some time ago, and I was not sure about it. And then, I started watching it because, kind of bored, and I was tired of watching Imposters because, and I can't watch CSI right now because Brad and I always watch it together. So I'm not watching it until he gets home, and he's the same way. So I was looking at like, okay, well, I'll give it a shot. And I just wanted to watch a movie or something, and it was really good. It was one of them one of those ones that was so good they ended up not working on a hat or doing anything else because I'm just like, I think I did play a few games on my phone. So yeah. Besides that, it's okay. I mean, I guess I'm lucky I'm not a real social person. I hate being in crowds. I avoid it if I can. Um, I like to socialize with one or two people at a time. But so I guess it's lucky that I'm not the type of person that has to be. I know there's some people that have to leave the house every day. I'm lucky that way I don't. But being this long without a vehicle does kind of get to you. Um, you know, if I keep end this in sight, right? Just a few more days. The end is in sight. And I know he's not going to want to go anywhere Sunday. He says he wants to take me to dinner. And it's like, you're not going to feel like doing any of that Sunday. He's going to be tired and sore and stuff. But we'll see. I'm not holding him to it. We can always do it Monday. I do have yarn. I think I told you guys, and I'm not sure. I do have a pretty big yarn order coming in tomorrow. It's supposed to be tomorrow. It better be tomorrow. I'm very excited about it. Of course. Look at this. Because my phone case is magnetic. So let's see, where are we at the tracking of the package? Because I want it. It says it was supposed to be here tomorrow. So let's see. I have it way down. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Ooh. Oh, are you serious? Wow. You guys know what? It says it's out first ship out to be delivered today. A day early. I am so darn excited. I am. I can't. I'll be doing a video. It's a pretty big order. It was just a shade under $200. So this will be it for the year, basically. Besides maybe having to buy like the super savers of the white and black of Red Heart, or if it's Karen or whoever has the cheapest price. So if y'all ever think you want to get me a gift or anything, a gift certificate or gift card for Amazon is great, or Walmart. Or you can buy me the jumbo super savers of the white and the black of Red Heart, because I will typically use that with almost every hat I make, because I'll put, I don't like this itch so bad. I'll typically use it in conjunction with, you guys know I love variegated yarn, so I'll use it as a, you know I'll use a variegated yarn, and then I'll use a solid color. Not saying I won't use other colors. I do. I'm always happy to accept any kind of yarn, even if it's scrap yarn. I don't care. I enjoy tying it all together. I'm weird that way. I love nothing more. Is I've had people in the past send me like bags of, like maybe a gallon bag of odds and ends yarn. They're like, I don't know if you can use it, but here you go. And I am a happy, happy, happy dog all evening, because I'll sit there and I'll combine them all together and wrap them, and um, then I'll use them like on the brim of hats, on some of the small ones. It's what I call my leftover. It's like doing a patchwork quilt, and I love doing that. I love all the different textures, colors, sizes, and stuff. So yeah, it's so good. I tell you, I have kind of a renewed passion for the loom knitting. Um, I love sewing, and I love doing the diamond painting. I love doing the artwork. You'll see me go through phases where you guys saw not too long ago. I went through a pretty big phase of all I did basically with diamond painting. And I'm always doing loom knitting. I'm always making hats. I love to sit there in the evening, talk with Brad, watch CSI or whatever program we're watching, and loom knit. That's kind of my wind down. That's kind of my jam. I've been making hats basically every evening for 5, 6 years now. I love making hats. I don't know. I like making hats. I don't like to wear them, but I like making them. So, you know, uh, that's something is very odd if I don't do any loom knitting in an evening, because, yeah, I like to do the loom knitting. So, yeah, it's going to be here pretty soon. And when it is, I'm going to show you guys because I'm so darn excited. Like I said, it's a pretty big darn order because let's see. Okay, 4, 6, 8, 11, 13, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, 31, 33, 35 gains of yarn. That's huge. Do I know where I'm putting it? I do not. I have no clue. I have no clue where I put this yarn. Y'all know. I know you know. A lot of you know. A lot of you are cramming yarn in all different nooks and crannies. I mean, if we had yarn like it was insulation, man, that's what we could tell our husbands when they want to know why we bought more yarn. I try not buy any more yarn. I do have quite a bit of yarn, but I'm always happy to accept more and buy more. I haven't bought any in a year, and then I got weak, okay? And then I figured Brad's on his vacation, and it's being very expensive, this vacation. So I deserve a little bit of yarn, right? I'm not going on vacation, and I don't know when I would be able to go on vacation with the infections and stuff. Just being real. But I'm keeping a positive attitude. I'm never giving up on that. The fight is real with the infections, and we'll talk about that some other time because I'm not real happy. We're going to need to find some different doctors. Anyway, we could tell our husbands that the yarn, we're putting it against the walls and stacking it up really high for extra insulation that wouldn't, and therefore mean lower heating and cooling bills. Follow me on this. Catch our husbands on a really good day, they might buy into it, right? I don't know. But man, Brad being out in California, gas $5 a gallon. Him and his brother went to McDonald's and it was like $25, and they didn't order anything more than Brad normally orders, times two. But it's a good, $7, $8 higher than, yeah, very high, very high prices. He said, because his dad has a really nice place there in Lone Pine. That's a nice little town, It's very pretty, scenic. You see the mountains and everything in the background. And there was no way he could afford to live there, So, I mean, because we aren't, like, if something fell into our lap, we are not so committed to having to stay here that we wouldn't entertain other possibilities, because this could always be sold. We probably would lose our shorts on it. I don't know. Right now we wouldn't, but So, because we're still fighting with them to fix the kitchen floor. It's under warranty, but the whole linoleum is rolling like this, and then also we'd only lived here a couple months, and the roof leaked right by the back door and my bedroom, and it comes down the wall and it soaks the carpet, and we can't get them to do anything. So, and they want to give you no choices on it either. We wanted to upgrade the linoleum in the kitchen, and they said no. We wouldn't pay the difference. But yeah. So I have yarn coming anyway. Go back to the yarn. If I'm having a really craptastic day, I will put on my headphones. I have the Bluetooth headphones, nothing fancy. These have been a really, really great pair for me. I think these were under 20. I would say max 25. That's the name. It is ZIHNIC, I think, or something like that. I don't know. I got them on Amazon. And they're really great. And I do love the fact that they fold. And they did come with a hard case. So that's nice to put those in. But I really like these. So I'll put my headphones on. I will put either music through Spotify, not a paid sponsor, or I listen to a lot of podcasts. I like true crime. And find one that's not just laden with commercials is hard. But I found one that's called Going West, and it doesn't have near the commercials and near this silly, stupid talk. Some of those sound like some teenagers that are just, and I'm like, could we get with the story? So I mean, I love hearing that kind of stuff. So basically, if you're feeling really lonely, it's like somebody talking to you, and I like listening to some of the longer live streams and or even videos on here. But if they've monetized and I'm not right with my phone, I'm going to get stuck on an advertisement that sometimes like a half hour long. So, that makes it kind of hard. So if I'm not going to be right with my phone, say I'm cleaning or, whatever I'm doing, then I will listen to something that's commercial free. So, but yeah, that helps. But what I was going on is I'll use my headphones, I'll put on music or whatever, and I'll drag out a box of yarn and just look through it. And I get so excited and so happy because I love color. No wonder I'm an artist. That was the ice machine. Yeah, we have one of those little countertop, it's the red over there, ice machines. This is about our fourth or fifth, probably our fifth. It worked really well for about a year, maybe 2 years, and then usually you have to replace. But it's worth it to not have to go buy the bags of ice. I was hoping when we bought this place, it came with all the appliances except for, of course, it didn't come with a microwave. It didn't come with a washer dryer. But I was hoping that the fridge had at least an internal ice maker. It does not. Can't have everything. If we ever were to replace this, I don't know. We'd have to move the fridge someplace else because it couldn't stay where it is. But I'd love to get a side by side with the ice maker and water in the door. But those are expensive. Everything is so expensive right now. I'm sure you all are feeling the pinch too. It's going to be a lot leaner Christmases, isn't it? Because everything has gone up so high. So, but yeah, today I need to do the dishes. I need to fold a bunch of laundry. And just want to kind of straighten up, probably eat some lunch. And then I want to, uh, work on finishing that diamond painting of Brad's grandmother, and I want to do some painting. Like I said, because tomorrow I'm going to give the house a good once over, vacuum and dust, and to kind of make things nice for when he comes home. I have just his half of the uh, mobile home kind of blocked off. He has a bunch of cardboard that we're going to need to get taken care of. Excuse me. Sorry about that. All of a sudden, I'm having some cold brew coffee that Brad had made, and then I just put some creamer and sweetener and some of the syrup in it. Very good. Very good. If anything, I got maybe a little too sweet. Kind of wait for the ice to melt some because it's like I got a little happy. Could have done with a little less sweetener, I think. It's like, whoa, that's saying a lot coming from me. Jelly bean's right over here. Jelly bean, jelly bean, jelly bean. She's over here. She's always right behind me. Don't. And Charlie, are you doing okay, little man? Are you missing your dad, Charlie? Come here. Are you missing your dad? I know. You missing your dad, aren't you? And your sister is too, huh? You guys are like, where's our dad? He'd never been gone from us this long, right, Charlie? Charlie's like, where is he? Where is he? You can hear him. So, but yeah, I want to appreciate everybody that checked on me. It really means a lot. If I haven't gotten back to you, it's just I forget. And, you know, I've been trying to take some very much needed me time, that has been nice. I have some mental clarity that, sometimes you got to take a step back from everything to really see what you need to do or how things are. So, yeah, and yes, I colored my hair, I don't know, a few days ago. Turned out well, so I'm happy with it. So, like I said, I have wound care appointment today. He's gonna bitch at me. I don't want them to wrap it up. Tell me they're gonna. They initially wrapped this leg up. They used this green screen type crap, right? Put that down. They put down, and then some, gauze, and then they proceed to use ace bandages and wrap it very tight, and expect you. I was told to leave that on for the entire week. Never take it off. Well, she even said when it came where your foot is and then it bends right here, she put some foam, and she's like, that might really hurt. And then she even said, if you can't stand it here, wear this instead. I think it's this right here. This is just one of their, um, compression stockings they cut to length. Well, I couldn't handle it even that night because, um, you know, my feet swell, and then so they had it bent. That really was hurting there in that crease and stuff. And she kind of had folded over part of the bandaging, and so it made an unnatural uh, bulge. So, but I can't imagine leaving that on for a week because what happens is nobody will listen to me. If you're going to make this a nice, warm, uh, sealed up uh, bandage, that's a perfect breeding ground because they're not putting anything that's antibacterial or anything. And it's like that's a perfect breeding ground for the infection to continue. And that's what happens every time, you know. It's really hard getting the wound care doctors to listen. They act like they know everything, you know nothing, and they're just going to do what they damn well please. It's like, it's my body. I have to live with the treatment. I'm telling you what will work with me and what will not work with me. I'm trying the hardest I can to go by, what your course of treatment is. But, so, we're probably going to go round and round this time because you think you're going to wrap my leg and you're going to leave me like that for weeks. That's never going to happen. I'm going to tell you, don't even bother to do that. Go ahead and give me compression stockings to wear and everything, and I will do that. Though when it comes to late at night, I'm probably going to take the compression stocking off when I go to bed because there really is no reason to have to wear it when I'm asleep. So, who knows? It gets very frustrating. That's what I was crying to Brad about last night because when I'm getting a bad infection again, and like I feel like I am, I sleep a lot. I don't have the energy, you know. pain, but I'm not giving up. Ever giving up. Never, ever, ever. I watched a thing on Netflix about kids with cancer, and it was really heartbreaking. Most of those kids passed away. Watching through their journey and stuff, and you know, they had such joy and hope, and they wanted nothing more than to get well and to be rid of cancer and just be a normal kid. And it makes you really think. If a child is not going to give up and they're still going to try and carry on even that day and play a little bit, I can pull my panties up, my big girl panties, and I can keep pushing ahead. So, right, Charlie? What you doing now, Charlie? Huh? Oh no, I love you too, Charlie. Thank you. Charlie. I wasn't ready for that one. Where's your babies? Is that your baby? What is it? Oh, it's a dove. Oh, it's a free bird. It says, it's gonna hurt. Free bird. Oh, is this your baby? Hey, get your baby. I don't know why we always call them his baby. Charlie, are those your babies? Yeah? Pretty lucky. 10 years old, still plays with toys, so we're really lucky because Mastiffs, big dog breeds, normally a lot of times will have some hip dysplasia and stuff, especially his breed, and luckily he does not. And luckily, Nixie has not had any more bladder stones or trouble with that, so knock on. I think this is real wood, actually. It's an older piece of furniture, so anyway, that's all I got to say about it. Brad's dad does rocks. He's a rock hound, and they've gone all over the United States and stuff on digs. He has a great big rock shop where he cuts rocks, polishes rocks, and of course Brad is a rock hound too, and was a rock hound before he even knew about Senior. So that's another interesting coincidence. And so they had a lot of fun going out in that rock. That rock shop is big. It's really big. And Brad said every bit as big as our mobile home. And just the amount of rocks in there and stuff. He said his dad has about this size Tupperware container, or Tupperware looking container, with different rocks. He said he must have about 400 of them. Wow. Yeah. So it was very cool. Brad says he has a whole bunch of rocks to bring home. And I said, there is a weight limit on the bags. I said, if it gets to be too much, you might have to have him put the rocks in a priority box and mail them. It'd be cheaper. So, anyway, that's what's going on. But I hope you guys are having a good week. Do you have any great fun plans for this weekend? I know there's some fall festivals going on in different places. I don't know about if any of them are going on around here. A friend of mine, they had gone to one in Georgia, and it sounded like fun. I do want to get a mobility scooter. We want to get 2 of them actually, so we can go do more things. Because I'm not going to be in one full time, but it would be nice to have one when you want to go do your shopping, and it would be nice to have one when you want to go to a festival or something. I mean, that would be really nice. So I do not know what's going on. What do you guys think about that Brian Laundrie and all of that? That when they found the remains and they say it's him, and so I'm really wondering what and I know you all are too, really wondering where. I'm assuming he killed himself. And I could be totally wrong. Brad and I were talking about that last night. And it's like, if he shot himself, Brad said there would have been damage. And it's like, it could be damage. They're not saying, you know. He doesn't even have to have necessarily died right there. He could have been dragged into the water by an alligator. Wild pig could have eaten him. They do. And, I mean, there's a lot of different things. But, I don't know. It's really strange to me. And the parents. I don't know. There's something going on there. So, but yeah, I feel bad for the Petito and Schmidt family. Because they'll never get the answers they needed. Really? Why is my phone doing this now? Oh, because Brad's sending pictures now. I better turn my phone down. We're going to be hearing that because I asked for pictures and he takes pictures. But that's good, you know. I know he's very excited. They had such a good time four-wheeling. See, now I loved four-wheel. I do. I am a four-wheeling. Brad and I hadn't met each other, hadn't known each other, but just, you know, a couple weeks he took me four-wheeling. That point in time he had a truck that, you know, and he was trying to scare me, and he quickly learned that he could not scare me. I laugh and giggle. I don't know why, but I just love four-wheeling, mudding. If it rains and there's puddles, I'll beg him to go through a puddle, you know, how it splashes and stuff. And I'll giggle because I just love it. I just give me a dirt road and an old truck or an old Jeep any old day. That's just how I am. And I guess that's why, too, I'm not a big social butterfly. And I'm determined that I am pretty country, really. You can tell I was raised in Wyoming and I'm not real social, and I would love to talk to you one-on-one, but I don't really want to go to a party and socialize with a whole bunch of people. Am I going to work a room ever? No. You know, I'm pretty much going to stick to myself, and I figure if somebody wants to talk to me, they'll come up and talk to me. You know, unless I see you. Now, if you're with a dog, or maybe say a dog is with you, let's clarify that. An actual animal dog, not, boy, your date's a dog or whatever. I'm going to come up to you and talk to you right away. I am. Or even if you had a cat or a bird. You know, but I'm going to come up to you. I'm probably not even going to think about it. And I'm going to come up and talk to you and ask you about your dog. I'm not going to reach out and start petting your dog because one does not do that. You know, you ask permission and then you see if the dog is accepting of this or not also. But yeah, if you got a critter with you, I'm going to come up and talk to you. You know, otherwise, yeah. But yeah, I'm realizing I'm never going to be one of these fancy women. I used to want to be all gussied up and pretty and, you know, kind of like how my grandmother was in a way, and my Aunt Kathy, definitely. Grandma could be a mixture of gussied up and then just country. She's the one that would go and put on a full face of makeup before she went fishing. She loved to fish. And like I said, she always smoked filterless Camels. Was it Camels? No, Pall Malls. And so she'd always have like a cigarette a lot of times hanging from her bottom lip. So attractive, I know. But when she would remove it, she'd always have like a little piece of paper that she wouldn't realize was there. And you know, you grew up with it, so you just used to seeing grandma like that. So, she liked to have her beer and fish and polka, and I'm very German family, and we did the sauerkraut, the sarma. Oh my God, I would die for some sarma. I'm gonna have to make some someday. Just so I said I made some someday. You guys, if you're German, you know I'm talking about sarma. It's the cabbage roll, but then it's cooked in sauerkraut. It's not the cabbage rolls cooked in the red tomato sauce, which is very good too. Oh. And if you don't feel like going through all the rolling up stuff, I've found that you can layer that stuff. You can layer the leaves, the cabbage leaves, and then the mixture, and then more cabbage. You don't have to sit there and roll it all up. Though it's very nice stuff. I remember watching my great grandmother and grandmother roll up, and my mother roll up the sarma, and then you would pin the end of it with a toothpick all the way through to keep it together. But then you would put it in a great big pot, and you would cook it forever on the stove with the sauerkraut. Now, my great grandmother used to bury the sauerkraut and actually make it themselves. They had those stone crocks. Man, I wish I still had some of those. I never had any of hers, but I did have a couple that my grandfather had, but I had to leave them behind. Just one thing that's amazing to me is we purged so much stuff when we moved from Wyoming to Florida, and we have so much stuff now. Again, of course, I have a lot more yarn than I did then, too. Can't help it. You guys know Janice, I think her name is Crothers. She's over in England, and her parents used to own a yarn shop and stuff. That woman is phenomenal, right? Such a lady. Always put together so pretty, and she, crochets and knits some beautiful things. But she has literally garage full of yarn and room full of yarn, and it's just amazing. So I'm just, keeps me off stripper poles. What I tell my husband. He doesn't complain about it because I don't normally, like I said, I won't order anymore for a year. Fall time, I get very excited about the yarn. I think a lot of crafters do. You know, you see how my hair is darker down here? Because remember, there for a while I got really stupid and decided to do my hair black, and so a lot of that's faded out. But then so the red came over the top. But I kind of like it, kind of like an ombre effect. So that's kind of nice. So I'm not complaining. I keep saying I'm going to get my hair cut, but I'm not gonna. I'm growing it out for a while because I can. Brad's hair is still short. He likes it that way. I trimmed him up and everything before he left for California or Phoenix, and then they drove to California. His brother's got a lead foot. Lord Almighty, a trip that's supposed to take 11 hours take 7. Maybe he was exaggerating on the 11 hours, so because I still don't know how you shave off that much. And my husband said, well, he had to go sometimes over 100 because otherwise he wouldn't get something crawling up his butt. So, yeah, who knows? Brad said that traffic was so bad there, they had to go around LA because the way they were going to go, the interstate was closed off because there had been a bad crash. And then when they're coming into Phoenix, traffic was just as bad. See, and we aren't used to that. I asked Brad, I said, was Vegas bad traffic? And he said, yes. He wasn't driving. His brother didn't let him drive, but yeah, it's silly. But I've taken up enough of you guys' time. Sometime I think I'm going to do more videos, and you guys are just going to get me rattling about whatever because I don't really have that much. I don't have that exciting of a life, guys. So, but if you like just hearing about normal everyday stuff, come back, grab a nice coffee, grab a nice tea, hot coffee, hot chocolate, like not every evening, but a lot of times in the evening I'll have sugar-free hot chocolate. It's just really, I really like it. And so, I mean, grab whatever, come sit down. You can put me on. I'm not the type that you necessarily have to watch the whole time. So I know a lot of my subscribers will put me on and they'll go about, they'll have it turned up and they'll go about doing their housework or whatever, and that's cool. I enjoy doing the same thing because it almost feels like you're there with a friend. You're just kind of going about doing your stuff. Hi, Dixie. How you doing, girlfriend? Your dad will be home a couple days, baby girl. She's really missing him. But yeah. What's Charlie doing? Charlie, are you okay there? He's behind his dad's chair. But I mean, yeah, it almost feels like you have a friend there. So I enjoy that. So I hope you all have a great weekend. Tell me what you're gonna do. Are you gonna do anything fun? Are you gonna go to a pumpkin patch and pick out pumpkins with your kids? Now that was not a thing when my kids were growing up, but it could have been so much fun if it had been. So that's why I want to get scooters for Brad and I so we can go do more stuff. You know, but I hope you guys have a great weekend. Let me know what you're up to. Let me know what you think about the Brian Laundries thing. Isn't it sad? All right. Love you guys. I do cherish your friendship so very much. And I think you guys are awesome. And I probably will be back later today or tomorrow with the yarn haul, y'all. So stay tuned. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.